Welcome back, my YouTube fam. Today we have sherry braised short ribs. Don't they look good? All right, let's get started. They were good too. All right, I'm showing you that I'm getting ready to fry them up. Get a little caramelization on these short ribs. I'm using probably close to 4 small packs that we brought from the market, and I'm just going to brown them up in a pan and get them going. And then I'll show you as I start turning them, and also I'm adding the seasoning, which I like. My trio plus one. It was garlic powder, onion powder, and get my little pepper in there. And then I'll get me some salt going up in there too. Get them nice and dark on one side, and then I'll show you as I get ready to turn them over. But I'm hoping you're enjoying these recipes, especially since I eat a lot of beef, but I noticed I'm gonna have to cut back on some of the beef, but these came out perfect. You just love when things come out as you plan, because not all recipes come out right. Some of those you don't see, some of them you do see, and that's just me showing you that I put some salt on them. And we're going to let those cook and get a nice little caramelization on the one side. I'm going to flip this one and show you this is the kind of caramelization I want here. Brown them up so then we can put them in the crock pot. So I'm turning them all over now. But that was like 4 packs from the market. That was more than enough, because between me and my mom, that we were probably like good 4 servings there. So I'm getting ready to, I'm showing you the caramelization there, and then I'll show you when I put them in the crock pot. That's the crock pot. What I have in the crock pot, I have some chicken broth. I have some mixed vegetables in there, and I put a little bit of seasoning in there too. So we're going to put them in a crock pot shortly once all of them are done. I'm hoping you're enjoying these. Have you tried any of my recipes? Let me know which recipe you tried and which one you got to enjoy. So I am putting sherry in here now, store-bought sherry, and a little bit of gravy master. Always use this to kind of darken my gravy. It doesn't necessarily give you a flavor, it just helps darken your gravy, or as they say, give that caramel, nice dark caramel look to it. So we're going to put it in the crock pot. We're going to put the lid on it. We're only going to probably put this in a crock pot for like 30 minutes. Just so we like our meat falling off the bone. So I'm going to make sure that it is sealed. I turned the crock pot on, and then I'll show you when that little pin. I brought this little doohickey, because I forgot what it's called, for the crock pot, and when that pops, it is now sealed and it is being pressurized. So you'll see the number will change when the actual countdown. I always put mine on way over what I want to cook it for, even though it does say 60 minutes. That way I don't have to keep resetting it. So I let it cook for like 30 minutes. So now you'll see me, I simply just unplug mine when I'm ready. And I do put a paper towel over that, because I don't want all the juices, even though as the steam is being released, I don't want the juices flying all over and getting on my wall. So I put like a paper towel as it's venting. So that's what you're seeing me do now, just to let it vent out until all the pressure is out. And then I remove it, and the pin, you'll see the pin drop. And it is time to take a look at this good meat here. It comes out really clean. It's a pretty nice thing. Would I buy it again? More likely, probably not. But hey, it was pink. People, it was pink, so it was calling me. Look at that meat. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So, because I was making it for me and someone else, I didn't want to use all the meat because I wanted onion gravy with mine. So this is where you're going to see me take out my portion of the short ribs and put them in a bowl so I can get some nice thick gravy on these short ribs. So, but they came out perfect. They're nice and tender because I don't want mine super where they were falling apart, but they came out, and that was 30 minutes in the pressure cooker. So make sure you, whatever season you enjoy, you can season this up to whatever you want. So this is me trying to get a little bit of gravy here. Put it in a bowl, and then I'll take you over to the stove where I'll get my gravy going, get it heated up, and then we're going to add a little of cornstarch to help thicken it. That's what you're seeing me now add some cornstarch. Make sure you stir it so it don't get lumps on there. So it'll shorten, probably within less than a couple of seconds, you'll see it start thickening up. Telling you, this gravy was delicious. But then again, you know, the juices that you use, this gravy with the fat, I keep all the fat. I don't drain fat off it because fat is good. So this is nice and thick. So I'm going to now add my meat back in, and then just let that kind of cook in the juices for a little bit until I think it's kind of I probably let that sit in there cooking probably for less than 5 minutes. Again, this is organic cooking. I'm just giving you the concept and the things I use. Now you season them up the way you like them. And maybe you like your gravy a little bit thicker, then you make yours a little bit thicker. This is all concept. You can always tailor this into what you want it to be. We don't always have to go strictly by recipes. These are simple meals that I do that are low carb as possible, because some of them do have carb in it, and I have to admit, cornstarch has a little bit of carb in it, but that's the only thing I have found to help thicken. I am still trying to find some other ways, like I had told you in previous videos, to thicken them up, but these are done. Let's plate this. Look at that. Don't that make your mouth water? Sherry Braised short ribs. Yummy.